Okay, so I'm Matt Farr. I'm a postdoc in John Rogers Group at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. And I did my PhD in mechanical engineering, solid mechanics at Harvard, and master's there as well. And then I did my undergrad. I have a BS in mechanical engineering and a BA in material science. And originally I'm from Houston, and I grew up sort of half there and half in Knoxville, Tennessee. So my parents always sort of valued education, so they always sort of encouraged me to do well in class and such. Even more directly, my father is a professor, so I'm actually planning to go into academia as well. And so based on sort of his lifestyle, and I got to see that growing up, so from that I sort of decided that was a good choice for me as well. Yeah, definitely. It's actually a little annoying, especially when you're talking to people that you don't know at all. Like on a plane, for instance, this happens to me all the time. So they'll ask me, where I'm from, and what I did, and where I went to school, and then I say, oh, I did my PhD in Boston, or I did my PhD in mechanical engineering. They say, oh, where? And I say Boston, and then they say, oh, which school? And I say Harvard, and then they kind of give me some sort of funny looks, either good or bad. And yeah, it's definitely people assume that because you went there you should be some sort of genius, I guess, but that's not really true. I'm a case in point there, because I'm certainly not a genius by any stretch of the imagination. So like the first couple years I had classes, and during that it was really busy, because I'm taking classes and doing research and just lots of stuff to do, basically. So for that, I was just working nonstop, kind of, and not sleeping much, etc., etc. And then after I finished classes, I realized, I had time to not do that, basically. So I sort of took it a little bit of a step back. And in hindsight, when I was taking classes, I didn't sleep at all, and that was a horrible idea. I actually probably spent more time definitely more time doing my work, but probably was even less productive by not sleeping and working all the time. So I'll talk to you later. I have to go to a meeting now, so see you later. So right now, I think I would like to do academia, so that's what I'm sort of aiming toward. But I wouldn't be against trying something else, especially if I don't enjoy academia. So I would, I think I would like working for a national lab too, or maybe startup. But I had some experience with industry via collaboration, and it wasn't my favorite thing, based on bureaucratic things. Of course, there are different bureaucracies in academia too, but it'll take too long to explain. But I wasn't that interested in that. I also kind of have felt this way for a while. I think that's in large part due to the fact that my father's in academia, so I kind of know what the lifestyle is like, and it's something that appeals to me. So that's a big part of it, I would say. So what I do now, I have a kid now that's 10 months old, so I have even more reason to have work-life balance. So what I do now is I try to, during the day while I'm at school, I do all the things that need to be done at school. For instance, go to the clean room, do fabrication or whatever. And then I try to save administrative things or writing or reading and things like that for later. So basically I work until 7 or so, and then I go home and have dinner and play with my son for a while, and then he goes to bed. And then after that, if I need to do some more administrative things like emails or fill out forms and all that kind of stuff, then I save that for the evening when I'm still kind of at home. So I'm kind of there and working too, but and I just try to relax an hour or so at least before I go to bed.